what sort of major trends are you seeing? Are you seeing, for instance, AI and quantum supercomputing? Is that affecting things? I mean, I heard
The
someone saying
amount
that.
of investment in AI is quite small on a relative basis, right? But is huge applications, right? You know, I know people that are using it like 3 hours a day, right? You know,
Yeah.
and it is going to take over jobs, which actually
Absolutely.
has implications for the employment issues, right? And first mover advantage is not necessarily going to be the best thing, but learning by your mistakes probably
Yeah.
does help, and learning by other people's mistakes, providing that there are all types of patents, all types of IP, all types of issues associated with AI at the moment with its applications. It's the lawyers that are making a lot of money at this moment in time, and companies using it, you know, very efficiently. You know, but you
Yeah.
know, credit card companies are using AI. You know, and you don't have a bank manager today, right? You just fill in a form, and they check your experience score, and that's it. Yep.
And your data and the AI is looking across millions of customers and seeing their behavior and how they turned out.
Yeah,
I
and
mean,
if
as
there's
an
if there,
actuary, it must be interesting seeing
yeah,
AI, because AI is basically doing a similar thing in terms of gathering huge amount of data and then helping humans to make decisions on that, which I'm sure happens which is what the whole point of actuary science is, right? To
yep.
kind of project into the future based on past data and to help identify things that maybe aren't so obvious. Like, you know, once you look across the whole data.
And guess how many people have got access to cryptocurrency wallets worldwide?
How many? 100 million? What?
540 million people have
Right.
got access to crypto wallets, right?
Right.
So if they put $200 in, $300 in, right, and it goes up, well, if it goes down, it doesn't matter anyway. And by the way, that is more than the number of bank accounts that exist.
Really?
Yeah, yep.
How's
Which
that?
absolutely surprised me.
Yeah, how come? What is that? Because there's just such massive amounts of the world that has no bank account? Like less
Yes,
than 500 million? That's less than 10% then.
yeah, that's correct.
So what's everyone else doing? How are they? Well, they're just
I
dealing
don't
with
know.
cash. Or,
Well, cash is gone basically. I mean, you know, going down to the bank to try and get cash, you know,
yeah.
is very, very difficult. You know, you can't get, you know, you can't. It's, you know, I'm speaking to diamond dealers, right, and so they used to deal in cash, but you know, in the US, right, when they say they deal in cash, that means a bank deposit gets fired away into your account straight away, and you pay the taxes, right? You know, so you know, Big Brother is watching you, and you have to just stay on top as to whether you have your company in Delaware or your company in New York or in New Jersey, because they all have different tax rules, you know,
Yeah.
and tax rates, you know, and that you know, they're talking here. I don't know, you know, Labour, don't know whether it happened, you know, but they talked about the mansion tax,
Yeah. Wealth tax.
1%
Yeah.
or 2% of anyone that's got properties greater than 2 million quid, right?
Wow.
You know, I mean, that it really is, you know, with the property prices having gone up, right? You know, and inheritance tax planning is done poorly, and is hit to reach £8 billion, and they reckon that if people are planned properly, it would be less than £1 billion.
Right.
Yeah,
Using the existing rules,
rules and
how they just
regulations.
organize themselves early enough,
Yeah,
normally.
yeah,
Yeah. It does seem a particularly cruel tax, the inheritance one, especially the way it tapers, because it's like you get punished for your dad dying sooner rather than later. It's like you had less dad, pay us more tax.
Yeah.
If your dad gives it to you and survives 7 years,
Yeah.
you know, you had more dad and more money. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
so the people get punished twice, it seems.
Well, that's why, the big opportunity for Mayfair Capital is the protection of intergenerational wealth,
Right.
right? So there's one family over Stonehenge Fleming that have got 150 billion under management. 50 billion comes from Robert Fleming and all of it, and 6 generations, etc., for his investment bank. And the other 25 billion is come from Ian Fleming, who wrote the Bond books, Bond 25, right? So, but he's obviously not live anymore, but still gets the royalties every time he's on at Christmas, etc.
I wonder what that is,
Yeah.
annual.
Huge.
Yeah.
And the income is huge on that money. And the other 100 billion is South African money, which is why we have an office in South Africa, because the South Africans restricted the amount of money that you could actually export.
Yeah.
Right? And so lots of wealthy South Africans did the maximum year after year after year after year, right? And, the South African rand is now 25, and, they got out at 10 rand or 12 rand, whatever it was, so there's been a bit of a run on the currency, but, they've got their money out now. They don't have any sanctions either.
Wow, so they can invest freely into what they want. Interesting, yeah. Okay. Should we end it there?
I think that's
okay?
that's a good good ending point, and
Ending point.
thank you for having me. And if you need any further clarification, I'm very happy to pop back. I will see whether Bloomberg will locate the article, etc., that may be helpful, and or the interview, and any information that may enhance the value of your podcast.
Okay. Thanks for coming. Thanks, Nigel.
Thank you very much.